Saquon Barkley isn't shy about his talents after being named the Offensive Rookie of the Year last season. At an NFL Network event, Saquon said, "You got to believe that you are one of the best, and that's what I personally believe." Brady Sanders also weighed in and said that Saquon has the potential for all-time greatness after seeing the Giants running back for just 1 year in the league. So, Eric, who do you think is the best running back right now?
Do I have to answer that question?
You do. It's your department.
Well, you have to look at, what guys are doing with what they have.
Okay.
I believe that's what I believe.
Okay.
I look at what Zeke Elliott has done in Dallas with what he has. He's done great. I look at what Todd has done in L.A. with what he has. And I look at Saquon in 1 year, what he does and what he has. And he doesn't have much.
Yeah, what he doesn't have.
He doesn't have much. I mean, he don't really have anything, really. He doesn't have a great offensive line. He doesn't have a top receiver. I mean, OBJ was there last year, but you never know what's happened with that. Quarterback couldn't stay upright. I mean, that wasn't his fault. He just can't get out the way of anybody. But I'd have to say, for my money right now, I'd have to go with Saquon because he showed me some things that I was like, wow. And I never saw him play in college. I would hear about him, but I never watched him play in college. And when I saw him play, I was like, wow, this guy is dynamic. He reminds me of Brady Sanders. There's something special about him. I'm really, because as a running back, the big thing that helps backs is that acceleration because everything happens so fast. The holes close fast. You have to outrun angles sometimes, if you can outrun an angle. And so for me, a guy who doesn't have a lot and has done what he had over 2,000 yards last year, total offense. You look at it, I'll say this, if I took Todd and I put him in the Giants' offense, wouldn't be the same back. I just got to say that. If you took Zeke and put him in the Giants' offense, wouldn't be the same back. It takes a guy that sometimes doesn't have a lot, and that's when you see the greatness of a player. He doesn't have a lot. Like Brady Sanders didn't have probably anything down there.
Barry probably had about 2,500 behind Cowboys line.
Oh, man, I'd have had the same thing.
You got about 26 each?
Oh, Lord, have mercy. I just thought you think about that. Because when you watch another, you're like, man, why come I can't get a hole like that? My God, I wish I had a quarterback to throw the ball and get the pressure off me.
If you'd gotten to play the Cowboy defense every
Sunday, right? You're right about that.
But I watched you run.
Oh, I love playing against that flex. That flex.
They play too wide. We can't play that wide now.
I play off the ball. I'm going to play off the ball. That's fine.
I was there that day. He went for 240.
248?
248.
Don't cut no yard.
Yeah.
So for me, I would have to say, and he says it right. I mean, you have to believe that you're that good. You might, because if you go out and say, oh, I'm just okay, I'm just doing all right. No, because think about playing a running back position. You get hit, they talking to you, it's politics. It's a lot to deal with. You're thinking about how long is my career going to last? If I got a nick, can I keep playing? But I like what he says. You've got to believe that you're the best.
I've been telling you that. I've been telling you that, Skill, baby.
You've been wrong every time.
No. There's the man right there. The man that got the most rushing yards of the rookie, the most rushing yards in the season in NFL history. Just verify, we like confirmation. When you flying out today, you got confirmation, right?
I did.
Airline called you. Hotel, confirmation. You get a rental car, confirmation. We like confirmation. I like confirmation. I like validation.
Well, you need some right now. Can somebody call?
Give it Saquon because he has power, he has speed, he has the ability to make you miss, and he can accelerate. He has 8 plays of 50 yards or more. No other player has half as many. Skip, and the thing is, like Edie said, you talk about what he has, I'm going to talk about what he doesn't have. And all the things that Edie mentioned, he doesn't have an offensive line because he probably had more yards than that because he got to make 15 people miss in the backfield just to get to the line of scrimmage. With that, Skip, he can catch the ball because when you look at a running back now, it's just not good to be what we call pure runners. You must be able to catch the ball because if every time you come out of the game, they know you're going to throw it, then they're going to gear up for that. Saquon, he's a 3-down back. His ability, and I know you talk about, well, he gets like 5 yards here and 2 yards there and stopped in the backfield, and then he goes 80.
Is it my turn?
No, it's not your turn. But you always do that. But Skip, he has no weakness. He has tremendous balance, great vision. But the thing that I love most about him is that very few backs can do this. He can move laterally and then put his foot in the dirt, ED, and hit his head on the goalpost.
And that's what I saw him do.
That was very few running backs could do that, Skip Bayless. The guy that's 233, 235, and can make you miss?
Yeah. My turn. The best running back I ever saw is sitting to my left right now.
No, you're right. You're right about that.
Except for one game in 1985 playoffs at Chicago. Yeah. Other than that game, he was the greatest I ever saw. But that was the greatest, arguably the greatest defense that ever was assembled. But the point with this man was he was what you call a bell cow back. Mm-hmm. He could impose his will on a defense and just wear them out mentally, as he did to my Dallas Cowboy defense that first playoff game that year in Anaheim. And I don't know, how many carries do you remember what you got that game?
31.
31 carries for 248. 31 times he just hammered away. And a lot of it is just straight up the gut. It's just like boom, boom, boom until you just wore them down and ultimately out. This kid, and he's a great kid, he can't do that. He doesn't run between the tackles with the authority that you have to run if you are the bell cow back. The best running back in football right now is my running back, Ezekiel Elliott, because he can just wear you down with his relentless run through your brick wall style. He will just fight. If it's 3rd and 1, he'll get a yard and a half running through 4 tacklers. He will push people back. He will squirm. He will scratch. He will claw and get yards that will take some years off the backside of his life, of his career.
Yes.
So the point with this young man, Saquon, is if you take away his biggest rush in each of the games that he played last year, he averaged 49 rush yards a game. If you take them completely away, then you find in so many games, he had 5 games where, if you take away the big game, that his rush yards averaged under 2 yards a game. And he had 10 games where he averaged under 3 yards a rush without the one big killer rush.
But that's what he gives you.
Okay? But if you want to tell me he's the best weapon in football, I will give you that. But if you take away his biggest catch in a game, he averaged 24 receiving yards a game. So I can give you a whole lot of 1 yard and 2 yard games.
Yes.
Leading to just one breakaway run. You remember the opener against the Dallas Cowboys. You know, his longest run was 10 yards, but on the other ones, he went 18 total yards on 10 carries against my team because he's just going nowhere slowly. Mm-hmm. He can't even, to your point, get out of the backfield. Well, he's not big enough and strong enough. He doesn't run with the authority to impose his will.
He's bigger than Zeke.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he just doesn't run bigger and stronger than Zeke.
No, he's bigger than Zeke. He's like 10 pounds heavier than Zeke.
He's thicker than Zeke.
Nope, he's not.
Yes, he
doesn't run with the authority that Zeke does between the tackles. He's a dancer and a prancer. That's what he does. No, he does. I know. I watched him. He just gave you the numbers. Show me where he wore defense down and out. No,
what he possessed better than Zeke is to make you miss.
Okay, he's a jump cutter.
That's why he can hit his head on the goalpost, and Zeke can't, because Zeke can't make that guy miss. Zeke is trying to run through the guy. That guy can step to the side, and he's gone.
I have seen Zeke hit his head on the goalpost. Well, I saw it at Pittsburgh when he was a rookie.
But you said all these ifs. You know, if he wouldn't have had the long run, if he didn't do this, if is a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But
I'm not saying if. I'm just saying I give you the long run, and then you got to give me all those the 19 other carries that went nowhere.
But you got to understand, in a football game, that's how it is sometimes. You know, you may stop me in the first half. You may stop me in the first. You may stop me all the way to the 3rd quarter. But sooner or later, in that 4th quarter, I got a 50, or I got a 30, or I got a 20. You can't take that away because that's football.
Oh, you know, so now you want to take away big game. Okay, what about Tom Brady in the Super Bowl? Can we take away that 29-yard throw?
What are you talking about? It was the game-winning drive.
That's what I'm saying. He hit his head on the goal.
Okay, but that's one game. How about the last one that he lost? He threw for 505.
I'm saying.
What are you going to take away from the 505? Show me. Help me. What are you going to take away from the game at Kansas City? The 3rd and 10 conversions.
I'm going to take away the drop touchdown pass that he dropped. I'm gonna take away the fumble. We're gonna take away that. But that's not. We're talking about this. Skip. When you look at Saquon, and there's Todd. I like Todd. I like Le'Veon. I like Kamara. But Skip, when you combine all these guys, he's bigger than you think because you don't think a back his size can accelerate. He's
bigger in his lower body than his upper body.
Yeah, like Earl Campbell. But he can punish you. He really can.
He cannot punish you. Go look at the numbers. Zeke averaged 4.7 yards a carry last year.
Watch him run. He doesn't run away from contact. Look, he's a back.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. If you have to have contact, he'll give you contact.
Right.
But if if I got a way to get around you, that's how you run.
Right.
I'm not running to the contact.
Right.
I'm trying. If I can make you miss, I'm gonna make you miss.
Zeke is a run to contact runner.
That's a smart runner.
I'll take the run to contact because he can establish the run.
But
I did not see Saquon establish the run any game last year.
Skip, if you put Saquon behind that Dallas Cowboy offensive line, I guarantee you he'll have back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons.
Hey, watch what happens when you put Tony Pollard behind that line.
Oh,
No, seriously. I'm serious.
Oh, come on, Skip.
No, come on. You come on.
Come on, Skip. Come on.
Skip the type of guy, we be having a good conversation. We be talking about one thing and then your whole what about, bro, we ain't even talking about that, Skip. We were having a good conversation.
How did he get in the conversation?
How did he get in there? Come on.
Tyron Smith and Travis Frederick and Zach Lyle Collins?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, we were talking about Zeke and Todd Gurley and Saquon and Kamara.
Yeah.
And then you come up with...
Okay, now you're saying my line is so good. Well, I'm with you. I think it's better than Philly's line, and Philly's the one that Pro Football Focus says is the best.
Skip, that was the same offensive line that blocked for the Arkansas running back, Darren McFadden. They got 1,089.
It's not the exact same line.
It was the exact same line.
No, it was not. Lyle Collins wasn't there yet. Well, he wasn't.
Skip, they had, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, and Tyron Smith, all Pro Bowl players.
Yeah.
Blocked for Darren McFadden, who got 1,089.
Okay.
Zeke comes in the next year and goes for 1,606 and misses a game. There's the difference.
That's the difference.
Zeke's the best running back in football.
Oh, I mean, you know
Well,
what?
he is.
I put like this. I take either one of them. I take Todd. I take Zeke. I take Le'Veon. I
I don't know if I take Todd with those knees of his. I don't know.
Let me tell you something.
You know, that contract got so heavy on his shoulder pads, his knees started aching.
It's not a good sign.
But that's why Zeke gonna get this money, because he knows Saquon coming. He said he got to do right by Saquon. Do right by Saquon.
He is scared to death of 36 on his own team. That's who he's scared of.
No.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Whenever we are talking about running backs, it's always
you
good
guys-
to have this
you're
guy with us.
Tony Pollard. Oh,
Tony Pollard.
Eric, thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
So LeBron, are his critics starting to get to the king?
Uh-oh.
We'll discuss what he's saying next.
Here we go.
Talk about Tony Pollard like he's Tony.